Hello, it's Jeffrey with Real Nifty Vintage, and I am back with another haul video. So I have a yard sale haul today. I found some really interesting things, and I did pay up for some, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So I went to this sale this morning, and it was a really interesting thing because they posted it last night out of the blue. It was labeled a moving sale, so that got my attention, and they posted photos on Facebook Marketplace. So I decided to go to that real early in the morning. I actually got there 30 minutes before it said it was going to start. So I was there at 7:30, and one person was there already. So that was okay. And I saw what she was getting, and there was only one thing that I really wish I could have gotten. It was I believe it was Federal glass. It had some cherries on it, and it had like paneled sides to it. So it was a pitcher. I did get some salt and pepper shakers that I'm about to show you. Nothing was priced. So I said, is anything priced? First thing I asked, because I did not see any price tags. And I was trying to get an idea of what was going on. She said, no, but just ask. So, yeah. So I said, well, how much are your salt and pepper shakers? And she said, oh, $3 a piece. So that wasn't great to hear. Now, I've been to yard sales and estate sales where they were like 50 cents a piece. So, I mean, $3, we're getting up there, especially whenever in the booth, for the most part, I saw them for like $3 or $4. So then I'm at that point being very selective and finding the ones that are going to sell online. I feel like I'm talking too much. I am. Okay, let's get going. So I bought these for $2 a piece. I got 5 sets of them. Very cute, anthropomorphic, with the little, I guess they're onions or whatever. They are in pretty bad shape. I don't want to say bad. They show their age. So on the back here, you can see there is missing paint, so paint loss. The faces are intact, and you can see those well. And it does say, I guess that's well, it says something there. That might be a little, what is that? Salt? It doesn't look like an S or a P, but there it is. Maybe it was like hair or something that was painted on at one point. So I thought those were adorable. And once I washed them up with a little washcloth, nicely get in there, nicely get in there with a washcloth and get in, I think they'll be okay, and they'll sell probably online. I don't know. We'll see. What they're worth, about $10 to $12. These are probably my favorite in the set because they're unique, and I have not found any like this before. This is actually a good pair that I picked up. They are Dalmatians. Also, I seriously wonder if I have an issue talking. I mean, I wonder. Or it could be in my brain. More likely. Stella, do you have to go outside? I think she does. Do you have to go outside? You want to go chase something like a squirrel? We've got bunnies and squirrels. Oh, she just ran out there and just stopped. She's just staring, doesn't know what to do with herself. I just thought they were adorable. So yeah, they're kind of anthropomorphic looking in style with the eye, but in general, it's just a cute Dalmatian. I guess that's a Dalmatian. I don't know. It's kind of odd the way they painted it, but but they're awesome. And for these, and they are marked Japan in the bottom with the corks. And they, I think, would sell for about $15 online, plus shipping. So those are cool. I got another pair of these, and I shouldn't have. I mean, I don't know. They'll probably go in the booth. It's the Panda Bears, and this would be maybe my third set of these that I bought. Like that. So they'll probably go in the booth, and I might put like $6 on them in the booth. There is some paint loss to them, like on the eyes, so that's okay. We'll make it work. These are a little bit more interesting, I think, and they're also Panda Bears. Panda Bear? Yeah. I think those are kind of adorable. They have like little top hats, and I think they're kind of cute. And so they're also Japan. Definitely have not found any like this before. There's lots of glue on here, and I don't understand why. There's no chips or cracks or repairs, but yet there's like this gold colored glue just randomly on there. So Maybe maybe they were made to look like they were holding something at one point, like a something. That could, I don't know. So whether or not, what I do with those, I'm not sure. And the price point, again, it could be somewhere between $10 and $15. And the last set of salt and peppers that I bought were these really cute little dogs. And I grabbed them so quick, I didn't even look at them. But they are souvenir salt and pepper shakers, which were very prevalent. And oftentimes you'll find them with these little things written on there. And they do come off. If they're old, they're almost sometimes completely off of there. But it's really cute. This one actually just says Souvenir Omaha, Nebraska, and they're both labeled that. So yeah, it kind of makes things a little bit more tricky when trying to sell something. Part of me would like just to get rid of scrub these off. But part of me says, no, you don't want to disrupt it. But it's like, I feel like anybody that's going to collect these are mostly going to be collecting them for the dogs and not for the souvenir. So, I don't know. I'll just put them in the booth probably and see what happens. But there's lots of crazing along here. And she's ready to come back in. All right, Stella. You know what? Come here. Come on. Oh, you got a leaf on your head. You rolling around in the dirt again. She likes to do that. Oh, okay. Want to get you on screen. I'm sure people wanted to see you. Here you go. Oh, isn't she precious? Oh, boy. Yes, she is. Oh, nice. Yes. We need to get you a new collar. You look a little ratty. Rat Terrier. She's a Rat Terrier mix with Rat Terrier West Highland Terrier mix. So that would explain the white fur, longer hair on the bottom, and then she has a black-brown brindle on her back, as you can see. So, and this sheds a ton. This black stuff does. The white doesn't. And we trim that, or I do. And yeah, so there she is. Okay, so I also bought at that sale this little trinkety box with the leprechaun guy on it. And it's made by Lego, L-E-G-O. And I wish I could remember who that was. I looked it up a long time ago. I think the name is Leo Gold something. Leo Gold. I'll look it up and tell you. Fine quality Taiwan. Some things had price tags on it, but this doesn't make any sense. So $10, I don't know. But there is the sticker right there. I paid $2 for it, so I don't know. It's cute. So there's that. And then I paid $2 for this. The prices weren't the best. Like I mean, they weren't the best. No, and I already drove there, so I was trying to do what I could. So I paid $2 for this. And you can plug it in. It's like a lamp. It's made to look like an oil lamp. Wait a minute. What? Oh, it takes like a little tiny bulb, like a little Christmas light or something in there. That's weird. Huh. But it's cute. I like the florals on it, and there's no chips or anything. I think that'll do pretty well. I guess I need to get like a little Christmas light and stick it in there. What are those, like C6 or something? Well, I'll look that up and get a light in there. I also bought this milk glass hen on nest, and I need to stop buying these because they take a while to sell, and they don't really sell for a whole lot. I did pay $5 for this at a yard sale. Yeah, it'll probably sell for maybe 10 in the booth. So there's that milk glass hen on nest. In general, good shape with no chips or cracks. So that's great. One thing at that sale that I did get that I thought was going to be really great for me was, I'll show you the box, because it says Coke, Coca-Cola. There it is. So it's a town square collection. Coca-Cola. It's like part of a Christmas village is what it is. And it says 1909 Pendler block and it has like this old Coca-Cola merchandising in the windows, like the displays. I think that's so cool. So when I was there, oh, and then I turned it over, and the price tag, I don't know if that's going to focus or not. It does say, I think originally $40, then scratched out to 30. Is that what it says? Yeah, 40, scratched out to 30. I was thinking, okay, that's kind of making sense. Yeah, Coca-Cola, Christmas display, even $30. Okay, so I paid $5 for it. And I was thinking, yeah, this is gonna sell for like probably 30. No, they don't. They sell for about $5 online. So in the booth, I'm gonna hang on to this, and then around Christmas time in the booth, I'm gonna put about $15 on it, maybe 20 if I can stretch it. We'll see. But I think around here that, well, Coca-Cola stuff is popular. See, that's why I got it, because it's Coke, it's Christmas Village, it's like so many boxes were being checked, it had the box. So I'm not sure about that, but it's unfortunate that it doesn't do very well online, otherwise I'd put it there. But so it's gonna probably end up in the booth, and I think it'll do much better in the booth, and it'll sell for at least $15. I also went to a yard sale. Yeah, I did. I went to a yard sale, and I wasn't almost going to go to this yard sale. So interestingly, I went to the sale. It wasn't open yet. This was like 7:15. And then I was like, well, I know that there's the sale opening on the 25 minutes away at 8 a.m. That's the one that I went to. And I was there 30 minutes early. So I was like, I'll just go to that one. Screw this one. I went to this. Why did I not go to that one? Is because they had a sale last year, and I went to it, and it wasn't that great. So I was like thinking, okay, these are people that do perpetual yard sales, and they just bring out the same stuff every year. So I was thinking, I better go to the one that's actually labeled a moving sale, and I did. So I did that one. I showed you that. It wasn't as great as I was hoping for, but it's okay. Then I went back to town here, and mind you, this one's just like down the block, and I went over to it, and I did think I scored pretty well. So I went in there, and the first thing I grabbed was this wonderful set of Corelle. These are Corelle in the Rosemary pattern. Oh gosh, when was it made? It was discontinued, I think, in 2016, and it probably had about a 10 or 15 year run prior to that. But it's the Rosemary pattern, and I have here, well, it's a 4-piece place setting, but she obviously has more bowls than 4, but everything else is in 4. So there's 6 bowls, 4 bread plates, 4 lunch plates, and 4 dinner plates. I'll show you the pattern up close so you can see. Kind of dirty. So it has these lovely pink tulips with this sort of green detailing with the leaves and stripes. So I thought those were cute, and I wanted to grab them for $4. Not for myself, not to use. I already have plates. But I think in the booth I can sell these for upwards of almost oh gosh, see, this is where I hope I can get almost $30. And it also comes with the mugs, by the way. And it comes with the 4 mugs. So it's a complete set of Corelle dishes. And what I love about Corelle is how strong they are. And the fact that you can literally get almost any pattern you want. So if you have like a very specific style, chances are Corelle has a pattern for you. And if you ever want to like see what's out there, you can go to replacements.com and go to the Corelle area and just slide through all of their patterns. They've got, I think, almost 1,000 different patterns. Yeah. So I mean, I do collect the occasional Corelle plate that I pick up. If it's just like one plate and it's next to nothing or whatever, I will pick it up and so I can use them. I've got at least 8 different like random pieces of Corelle, the different dinner plates. So yeah, I like picking up Corelle, and it's interesting because they do a lot of coordinates with coordinates. Is that the right thing? Like that's whenever you're talking about how to get somewhere, like a coordinate. What's it called whenever you're matching something? Coordinate? Coordination? Okay, I don't know, but they teamed up with Pyrex, and they do have patterns that, you know, like Crazy Daisy and Gold Butterfly, Woodland Brown, Snowflake, like all the biggies. So you can get them to match. But then they also have a ton. You don't need to know this, I guess, but I like Corelle. It's made out of Vitrel, this formulated, strong, laminated glass product. So it's, you know this all. I'm sure you do. I'm just saying, I like buying Corelle. And I think what I'm getting at is probably going to be like the new Pyrex. I also got a piece of Pyrex right here in the Crazy Daisy Spring Blossom pattern here. It's this avocado green with the white flowers. It was only 50 cents at the yard sale. I thought that was a fantastic price. It does not have the lid, but you can really pick those up at like thrift stores, all that, and they're not usually that much. So really lovely 1970s era Pyrex casserole, smaller casserole type dish here to go in the booth. I think it'll sell for maybe $5 or so. Maybe a little more. About $5 though. This is a really cool Tupperware in the Wonderlear pattern or form. It's this great kind of blue, ice blue with the, it was only 25 cents. So I had to grab it for that. And this would have came in a larger set of, I think, 5 different bowls. And they were graduated from like, I don't know, about 10 inches wide all the way down to maybe 4 inches in diameter. So we have here maybe the 3rd or 4th bowl in the set. So that's awesome. I also got 2 sets of flatware. I like picking up flatware because it generally sells and it's pretty easy to store, ship, and all of that. I bought these for $1.75 and there are 6 forks, 6 knives, 6 tablespoons, and 6 teaspoons. I'll show you the pattern here. I got them thinking, boy, that looks really familiar. So it's either worth good money or they're really common. And I was like doing research. I was on replacements.com doing my research on the flatware. Couldn't find it. I kept looking and looking. And then I did a Google search, an image search, and I came across, finally found it with this tip here. I was like, what is that? A rose, a flower, a pine cone? And I finally found an image. Guess whose image it was? Mine. I already have these listed in my Etsy shop. So I have a set of these listed for like $55 with free shipping. I think it's service for $4. So those haven't sold, but they're not terribly old in my shop. So I guess these will find their way eventually online, perhaps. They are just marked on the back, stainless USA. There's no, and people identify that as a tulip. So that's about all I know on them. I did get one other flatware at this sale because the price was really great. This other one I like even more because, you know, it could be used with like Homer Laughlin and the golden wheat, or there, you know, there's lots of wheat patterns out there. So we have here this lovely, I don't know if you can see that, it's wheat. So it's just a great mid-century styled. I love the way that it's formed. And it is actually marked on the back here, Eventide Stainless, Japan. So I looked that up, can't find anything about it, and that's all I know. It's just really lovely. You can see the, can you see, well, it has like a corn stalk, or no, it's wheat, definitely. So in this bag, there is 10 knives, 10 forks, 8 teaspoons, and 8 tablespoons. Paid $3. Thought that was fantastic. So what these are going to sell for online, I don't know. The prices for flatware are confusing generally. It seems like the more flatware you add to the set, the cheaper the total is for everything. If you sell them as like a set of 5, you know, like some forks or like a set of spoons, you're looking at maybe about $2 to $3 per piece whenever you divide it out. So it's not uncommon to sell something for $15, $20 for just 5 of these. But yet, if you were to put all of these together and sell them, you might be lucky to get $1, $1.50 if you're lucky for all of them combined. So this is an example where it's not always best to sell them in a huge set for like a ready to go, like, you know, you're looking for flatware. It's like the people that already have it, maybe they just need a few forks to add to their set, and that's whenever they're going to pay $15 for 5 forks or whatever they're going to pay. And so it's confusing because it kind of goes against what some people say about, you know, anytime you have more of something, it's worth more. I do watch Dr. Lori on occasion. She's an antique appraiser, and she mentions that, especially with China, but it's not always true, because you can piece out things and sell them for a lot more money to people that are just trying to complete their set. So she argues that if you have a set and it's already compiled, like a China set, and it's already compiled, and you sell it, you're going to be able to sell it for a lot more, because that buyer is not going to have to go out and source everything individually themselves and collect it themselves. But I would just argue that it's much harder to find someone who's willing to pay for, like China, for instance, like $600, $700, $800, $1,000 for some China. Usually in this day and age, I find that people inherit China, or they find it for a great deal somewhere, and then maybe they want specific pieces to fill out their collection, and that's whenever you piece out like a pitcher or a teapot, or so I don't know, that kind of stuff. It's confusing, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video because it's gotten way too long. But thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.